My name is Lori Prim. I'm here to talk about the charter school application, which I could do for 3 days, but I only have 3 minutes, so there's no point in arguing the differences between the openly conservative philosophy of the charter school and the progressive philosophy of education it rejects, as stated in the application. I understand that each group finds the other morally repugnant and devoid of logic, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion. What charter school and elected public school board members are not entitled to, however, is the cavalier disregard of the separation of church and state, nor the manipulation of facts and definitions to promote their own agenda at the expense of the public schools and teachers they were elected to serve and should be advocating for. For example, the TCCA application states it acknowledges objective standards of characteristics such as beauty and correctness. And just how do you objectively measure those? The TCCA curriculum is decided solely by Hillsdale College and not required to meet any measured standard. The teachers are not responsible for any objective credentials, but rather a minimum 2-day teacher education seminar provided for solely by Hillsdale College. None of this is objective. The application also declares embracing and upholding a school culture demanding moral virtue, decorum, respect, and discipline among the students and faculty, which could be much better argued if the former Hillsdale president didn't have a 19-year sexual affair with his daughter-in-law before she confessed, then took one of her husband's guns and killed herself. But hey, Second Amendment rights, right? Or the current president, Larry Arnn, when receiving a letter from the Michigan Department of Education that said Hillsdale violated the standards for diversity, and he said it was because we didn't have enough dark ones, I guess, is what they meant. This in 2013. Dark ones. 2013. And that's really what charter schools are about, aren't they? Segregation. Shiny new schools for wealthy white parents to send their kids to for the next generation of right-wing indoctrination and historical revisionism, while the poor, dark ones are left behind in the public school scrap pile of what is wrongly considered socialism. No one has a problem with charter schools if they fill a specific need or function within the school system, as Clark and Hope Center do. And if evangelicals want to segregate themselves into their own little sanctimonious pustules, that's fine by me. But that's what their church is supposed to be for, or private schools paid for with private money, not public tax dollars. I love books, but if I'm not happy with the Blake or the Morgade, I don't expect taxpayers to build me my own personal library. There is no justification for the siphoning of public school money in the name of choice, which is simply a Betsy DeVos libertarian BS euphemism for privatizing schools to advance a religious agenda. This is not my opinion. Ms. DeVos has openly stated that this is her plan. And after making quick work of all but destroying public education in Michigan, Florida was the obvious next choice. All she had to do is tag fellow Tea Party evangelicals, Governor Rick Scott, along with Senators Joe Negron, Bob Corcoran, and Byron Donalds to push through 7069, 7055 bills devastating public schools, while their charter school supporting wives sit on public school boards, including ours, waiting to swoop in. Less degrees of separation than there are with Kevin Bacon. Worse yet, Mr. Corcoran appointed Mr. Donald's wife, Erica Donalds, to the Florida Constitution Revision Commission to seal the deal. But all of this is a done deal. Superintendent Gaylord, Martin County Board, tonight is basic math, which I somehow managed to learn in imperfect public schools. You don't make more of something by subtracting. You don't add by taking away. You don't improve something by destroying it. You do not make public schools better by giving their money to charters and giving away the control of the local school board to Tallahassee. You put this charter school application on the agenda knowing it will be approved in Tallahassee anyway. Well, that may be, but I'm here anyway, and I expect you to vote against it anyway. I expect you to advocate for our Martin County public schools anyway, and make a statement that this charter course via public school funds is wrong. You don't need a charter school to be virtuous. You just need to do the right thing. Do the right thing. Vote no. Thank you.